So this is an Elddis Xplore 302, going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your hitch, jockey wheel and handbrake. This is all stuff we'll go through in person here on site. Front locker, you've got your gas bottle, gas regulator at the top, gas regulator on the bulkhead with the yellow gas shut-off valve, and you've got your normal gas valve on the top of the bottle itself. And then you've got your water pump connection down on the floor in the front of the van. Come around to the far side of the van, you've got your wind down legs. You've got your Truma heating cover, so you need to remove this vent when you're using the caravan on gas. That is essentially your carbon monoxide exhaust or heater flow for the heating system. You've then got your water pump connection, so your water pump will push into place on the side of the van, and the pump end will drop down into the ack roll itself. Coming further along the side of the van, you've got the fridge vents, just let out the hot air from the back of the fridge units. You've then got access to the shower itself, so as you can see, it allows you into the toilet facility and the locker, or the wet locker, as you can class that as if you're going to store bits and pieces in there. Then got your toilet fill tank. This van hasn't been washed yet, so I do apologise about the dirt on it. 3.5 litres of water in here, and a cap full of the pink fluid for the toilet flush. Then in the bottom, you've got the toilet cassette, which you'll release with the yellow handle at the bottom. You pull the cassette towards you, and then you've got your orange, yellow pressure relief button on the back. So when you press that in when you're emptying this particular tank, which is a toilet tank, you put 1 litre of water in here before use, and a cap full of the blue fluid. Back of the van, you've got your wastewater, which comes out the back of the van, so your fresh water goes in the front and the wastewater comes out the back. You've then got your individual legs on either side that you wind up and down with the leg winder. On the door side, you've got your battery locker with your battery in there, your mains power lead that connects to the power on site, and you've got a barbecue gas point at the front of the van also. Coming inside the van, the first thing you're going to do is, as you come inside, is you're going to need to turn on the power. So as you turn left as you come in the door, up on the panel, you have got your master power switch just here, your interior lights and your awning lights on the outside of the van. You also then got your water pump run, which I'll come back to in a moment, and your battery voltage in the panel at the top. So to fill the water system on this particular caravan, nice and simple to do. Underneath the seat at the front, when I can get to it, or is it in here? Nope. So just down on the floor, just down here, you'll see this yellow valve just here. When that's parallel with the floor, that is the valve that needs to be parallel with the floor so you can fill the water system up, to fill the hot water tank at the front here. And when it's pointing upright towards the bottom of the seat, that is the drain position for the water system. So to fill the system, as I said, you'll have the valve in the position it's in now, parallel with the floor. You'll then come over to each tap on the van with the water pump connected on the outside. Go to each tap and you'll open the tap up on the sink in the bathroom. The tap on the shower, you'll open that completely up and leave the shower head in the tray at the bottom. So like I said, all the taps open on the hot side of the water. The reason for this is when you turn on the pump, you need to allow it to bleed, which essentially then pressurises the system and gets the water all the way through. So with the water pump connected on the outside, you can come inside, and with all the taps open, the drain down valve shut, turn on the water pump, and then when you open up the tap, or when the water is running completely out of each tap, so you're running continuously, that is, you can shut off the valve on each tap, and then you'll be able to start warming your water on gas or electric. So with this particular van, nice and easy to use. Down on the floor of the van, just down here, you've got your electric water heater. So you turn that on when you connect it to mains power, and that will start warming the water on electric. If you want to warm the water on gas or boost the water system for when you're showering, you'll spin the grey dial here round to the gas symbol, and as you can see, you get a green light that appears. If it ignites on gas, then the green light will stay lit, and that will mean that the gas system is working. At the moment, the gas bottle's turned off, so it has gone red at the moment, which means it has failed to ignite. But if it does ignite on gas, you can control the water temperature on this dial here on the outside between 30 and 70 degrees of water temperature. If you want to turn the gas back off, you spin it around to the 0 position on the side, and that will turn off the gas supply completely. That is the water heater side of the controls. Above that, you'll notice the space heater power switch here, so you need to turn that on to get power to the controls above. So if you want to use the heater on electric, you've got three different symbols on the left hand side of this dial here. The first wave symbol means 500 watts of power. The second one means 1000 watts of power, and the bottom one means 2000 watts of power. So if you're on a site that has 500 watts of power available, you'll spin the dial round to the 500 watt line, and then you'll control the temperature of the heater on the dial just here. If you want to use blown air heating, it doesn't matter what power supply you're on, you'll spin it round to the blown air heating option here, and you control again the heat on the dial just here. If you want to run the heating system on gas, you'll spin the dial round to the gas or the flame symbol just here. If it ignites on gas, you'll have a green light appear on the left hand side, and if it fails to ignite, you'll have a red light that appears on the right hand side. Again, to control the heat, you'll use the dial on the right hand side. But now I'm just going to turn all of that off and turn off the power to the heater as well. The fridge system, very simple to use. You've got the option to run on gas, which you'll spin round to the gas symbol. You're holding the temperature valve at the same time as hitting the igniter on the left hand side, and when it does ignite, the little red line that's in this window just here, that you may be able to see just there, will come round into the green, and that will mean the fridge has ignited on gas. When it does ignite though, you'll continue to hold the gas valve on the right hand side for a further 5 to 10 seconds, and then slowly release the gas valve so it allows the thermocouple to warm up. If you want to use mains power, you'll spin the dial round to the main symbol here at the top, and again you can control the temperature on gas or mains on the dial on the right hand side. If you're towing down the road and you want to get the beers and wine nice and cold ready for when you arrive on site, you'll spin the dial round to the 12 volt battery symbol on the left hand side, and that will allow the fridge to work as a cool box. Going into the bathroom now. This van's quite small, so the video's not quite as long as some of the videos we do. I've got a big twin axle. Toilet pump flush on top where it says Thetford, you'll pull that handle up and push down to rinse the toilet system. The light that you see on the opposite side is to let you know that the toilet cassette is full. And then down here on the right hand side of the toilet, you've got the grey handle that you'll need to push round to this position here to allow the waste cassette to open the trap door up. If you have any further questions on the Elddis Xplore 302, please don't hesitate to call, and we'll do all we can to assist you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.